Thank you for inviting me today to Inside Odds On.
Yeah.
So we're on the BTS Creative Academy Podcast. I have a tiny little tradition when I start these conversations. It's more of a conversation it's not like an interview.
Right, okay.
But we do a little clap together. Okay, so we go 3, 2, 1 and clap. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So we're in. So Inside Odds On. I've just experienced it. But in your words, what is this?
Well, weird, because we've been saying this all week and now I've lost the words. So it's a site-specific installation. We've taken over a shop in the Harvey Centre and we've turned it into a kind of underwater bookies in order to present a film that we made. The film is called Odds On. We are now inside Odds On, and we've got a bit of an exhibition and a second little film that was made in response to the first film. So it's kind of an interesting place to come and you can watch the films, you can be part of the underwater ambience, you can have a chat with people, you can watch the little film. Yeah.
Having just experienced it, I think I understand what you're trying to achieve here and what you're trying to do. I got a good sense of, it wasn't just watching a film, I was interacting with the films. I felt like I was in a bookies at some points, playing the game, doing a little bit of gambling, but watching entertainment and being informed. I felt a lot of empathy, more than I normally would from just watching a drama. But what is it that you were trying to achieve by doing this?
I suppose it's here as a kind of a creative experience in its own right, but the film itself is there to kind of highlight the issues around online gambling harms that can affect some people. So without kind of going into the plot, but as you said, you had you've discovered your sense of empathy with the character in the story, who unfortunately does start to develop some issues with online gambling, and we see that person's journey. So it's about raising awareness, as you said. Sort of theatre or creative engagers are there to kind of educate, inform, but also to entertain. So hopefully there's an entertainment value, but also kind of raising awareness around that kind of issue. And also, we've been during the week that we've been here as well. We've kind of worked with some community organisations. So we went over to Harlem Police, also with a dance company as well. So we're doing kind of creative facilitation projects as well. And I think, as Fiona already said, the idea of bringing it into the high street is to engage people who might not necessarily consider themselves like theatre goers or like going to artistic exhibitions. So that's the idea behind Dante or Die, who have organised all this to put it in this space.
And why is that important to try and bring people into something like this that wouldn't necessarily go out and look for it and experience it?
I think art and storytelling, theatre, filmmaking, I think you can communicate more through art to people, and so the whole thing around gambling is a very complex issue, and as you said, you felt more empathy, and I think we're able to present a more complex story so people can see that it's not cut and dry, that it could happen to any of us in a way, and it might be and it's probably happening to someone you know quite well, but they might not be talking about it. And so we can, I don't know, just by getting people to come and watch a story, to be part of storytelling, and that's a little bit harder to do if people are not theatre goers, and most people aren't. I mean, let's face it, it's a bit niche, isn't it, theatre? So we're just trying, and this is, as much an experiment as a lot of our work is. And we've done work in sports centres and hotels and storage container unit, always to try and just, I don't know, kind of give people a more of an immersive, like all these words come out of my mouth, I think, immersive theatre, but it is to engage people, so they're not just sat on seats in a dark room, probably afraid to leave if it's rubbish, It's like people can come and go here, they don't have to stay if they don't want to watch it. That's probably an incoherent way of
No, that makes complete sense. And so, having been involved with this project from start to being here
Yes.
now, and it exists and it's in its current form, and people are coming in here and experience it. What is the hopes and dreams past here? What do you hope for the future from this?
Well, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I mean, we're definitely taking this to Lincoln and Rochdale, and we're going to do the same thing, like it'll be here for 2 weeks for people to come and go, and we'll be here for the first week to kind of run community workshops and stuff if people want them, engage people more creatively than just watching. And then, I don't know, I think we still have this sort of lingering desire to make a real live show in a betting shop, to be honest with you. Or, maybe a musical.
Why not?
It would be so great. Yeah.
And what about yourself? Any dreams moving forward from here?
Yeah, I've just been really enjoyed being involved with going to these different locations as well. But yeah, like a lot of these, I've been to Holland a long while ago, but it's like just getting to spend like 4 days here. I was telling the rest of the team here from the Hollow Playhouse that I like really got the sense of like a community feel. I think while we were talking earlier on as well, you were talking about like there's a kind of little like a village feel as well around the creative side. And for me personally, I would thrive being around that kind of energy. So yeah, I come from an area in London which is relatively quite deprived as well. It's like in one of the top 5% most deprived areas in the country apparently, or one postcode. And my kind of personal hope is also to kind of kickstart a few more creative projects there. Again, so that things like theatre or any kind of art really is not like kind of something that's for a certain type of people, a certain type of demographic, depending on your kind of socioeconomic background. I think it should be there for everyone. So yeah, I'm just kind of energised from seeing it here, but also hoping to take that around to other areas around the country.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both for sharing.
Well,
Thank you for inviting me along tonight and sharing your. I don't want to say film. I'm not sure.
Immersive experience.
Immersive experience. Thank you for sharing. It was very enjoyable, and I got a lot from it as well personally. If anyone wants to find out more about Inside Odds On, where do they find out more?
They go on to the Harlow Playhouse website. They can book a slot to come and see the film if they would like. Or they could go and look up danteordie.com website. It's probably the best thing to do. Or come down to the Harvey Centre, to the shop opposite Iceland. We open at 1 and it closes around 7 in the evening.